Hey guys, this is Jillian, and this is Do It Like a Dancer, where I take you through some of the stretches, warm-ups, and exercises that I use every day as a professional dancer, and that can help you become stronger, leaner, and more flexible. Today I'm going to take you through what I call a dynamic warm-up. Now, I call it this because it's what I use when I want something that's a cross between a warm-up and an exercise routine. So it's actually a great exercise routine for you to try at home. It's very quick, it's about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's going to work out your whole body. So without further ado, let's get started. So in this exercise, everything comes from a downward dog position. So starting from here, you're going to push forward into a plank. And now as you're doing this, you want to keep your body as straight as you possibly can and hold it, and then push back into the downward dog. And you really want to push back with your hips up and your shoulders back. And again, we're going to come forward into the forward plank, and this time we're going to drop our hips side to side. So you can see I'm going to drop to the right and to the left. You don't have to touch the ground, but you do want to drop it down. This is going to work both your obliques and your abs at the same time, and your back, really. So you're going to do that 8 times and then push back into the plank. Now we're going to come back forwards from that downward dog position into the plank, and this time we're going to go side to side again, but it's going to be with our hands through the side plank. I'm going to do this 8 times. You're just shifting your weight back and forth from one side to the other, but as you're doing it, you want to keep your body as straight as you possibly can. Now you can see as I'm doing it, I'm going to do it 8 times, switching back and forth, right, left, and then back into that plank. Downward dog. Now for this next one, you're going to rise up onto your toes, and then starting from your back, you're going to make a wave all the way down to the front, up into an arch position. Now I'm going to do this in a faster speed now, but what's really important is that your hips don't need to touch the floor, and you don't need to arch very much. But the really important thing is to make that wave with your body. Now you can see I'm going to do this 4 times, each time really articulating my spine as much as possible, and from the middle of that back up into my shoulders and then down into that arch position. Now this is the first set, so we're going to do all of that one more time for the second set. So you're going to take a moment in your downward dog and then push forward into the plank like we did before, hold it, and then hips back, and every time you're in the downward dog, you're pushing that lower back and the hips up as much as you can. And again, coming forward into the plank. And we're going to go back into the downward dog. And the next time we come to the plank, get ready for your hip rotations down to the ground. So starting from the left this time, since we need to be balanced. So left, right, and 8 times. So 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and push into the downward dog. Now we're getting close, so don't give up yet. You're going to be feeling this already in your shoulders and abdominals, but don't give up. So we're going to go to our side planks back and forth now. So left arm starting. We're going to do this 8 times. 3 and 4 and 5. Left arm up. 6. Right arm up, keeping that body as straight as you possibly can, and pushing back to the downward dog. This time we're going to again do those waves, so waving that body all the way forward into the arch and pushing the hips back. You're going to really feel this in the back of your shoulders and your back, but you'll also want to be really strong in your front of your abs so you can save your back from crunching too much on that arch. It's really important that you don't push too hard in the arch position, and you'll hurt your lower back. So then we do the last one and push back into the downward dog, and then you can place your knees down on the ground and sit back into a nice child's pose and take a nice long rest. And you've reached the end. Congratulations. I bet you feel warm now. I certainly do. It's time for me to get to rehearsal, but if you have any questions or comments about this routine, let me know in the comments, and make sure that you subscribe, like, and share to stay updated with all new stretches, warm-ups, exercises, and I'll see you next time. Bye!